Welcome back to News 3 today at 11. 14 schools visited, more than 1,000 students reached, 850 books donated to school libraries, and more than 6 community partners, all in the name of literacy. Savannah Mayor Van Johnson's Read with the Mayor initiative was a big success, but the work continues to improve reading proficiency across our area. Meanwhile, he's also shifting his focus to creating a healthier community with his Move with the Mayor campaign, a community-based health initiative inspiring people to live healthier lives. He joins us now with more because he is doing all the things in the community. Thank you so much for being here today.
Good morning.
Not even to mention that
you're
you're in a city council meeting at this moment.
But you see we're matching, right?
I see that we are matching,
Savannah
but
State.
That's because it's Savannah State's homecoming,
That's
which
right.
we'll get to
That's right.
in just a bit.
That's
But
right.
first, we want to talk about your tour, your literacy tour that just wrapped up, a big success. I just talked about the impact that you've had so far. We know that Savannah Chatham County Public Schools system is holding literacy as its North Star.
That's right.
Why is this necessary?
Because these young babies grow up to be young adults and they become citizens of our city. And so if we can create better outcomes at younger ages, we have better outcomes when they get older. We know that people that are able to read have better chances at employment, they're healthier, they have less interaction with the criminal justice system. And so it's important. Public education is a public responsibility. And so although I may not teach, I mean, I had you come in and you did it for me as well. Young people have to hear, they have to hear words. And we know that at the 3rd grade level, that's when a child switches from reading to learn, from learning to read to reading to learn.
Yeah.
And so if we don't catch them by the 3rd grade, it's really hard for them to catch up later on.
And it also does something else too. Aside from focusing on literacy, it gives students and young people a chance to see and meet someone that they may not necessarily meet in life, and that is the mayor of the city, which is a big deal.
I thought I was Michael Jordan walking up into these schools. I mean, kids are cheering and running up and they're hugging me, and I'm like, I'm nobody, but to them, they see me on TV. And I mean, and of course, Kim Gusby is like the morning superstar. I mean, I think that if we're able to help teachers to accentuate the things that they're learning in school, it makes our entire community better. And so we all have to do our part. I don't have any children per se in the school system, but the fact is they're going to pay my Social Security. I need them to be as proficient and as successful as they can be.
Let's talk about the reading rates right now. Where are we in Chatham County? I
don't know. I mean, we don't maintain those, the school system does, but we know we have some significant reading challenges. And I think it's pretty much nationwide. Dr. Denise Watts in our school system have made, as you said, literacy their North Star. We agree. I have a read task force that consists of community partners to help bring together and galvanize the community around reading. Our job is to be able to help. And every single young person that we can get to read and read better, learn to read and then read to learn, we have a better outcome for our city.
You were also in schools recently at Hubert Middle School to kick off another initiative, and that is Move with the Mayor. So read with the mayor, you're going to move with the mayor, and this is focused on health.
It is. Health is all we have. And so, as I enter the twilight of my mayoral administration, I'm really moving toward more legacy things, such as reading, that, is generational. Health, which is generational. And so we want to get young people moving. We know they don't move like we used to move when we had to just go outside and play. They're much more now electronically focused. We have to get young people engaged and involved in moving. So we had Lamont Hunter, the showstopper himself. And I mean, we went out there and we did some dumb line stepping and all that. And they have fans. And I mean, after about 2 or 3 of them, I was done. I was going to call it sit with the mayor because the mayor was tired. But the young people, first they were looking at me kind of crazy, and after a while they got with it. It was fun. It was interactive, and we were glad to be at the nest of Hubert Middle School.
So exercise is crucial, but so is education. Recently, during one of the city council not city council meetings, but during your news conference, weekly news conference, you publicly told everyone that you are dealing with a second bout of prostate cancer. How important, and I know you know, speak to the importance of screenings and getting your checkups. We are right now in the middle of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but it extends far beyond a month. This is something that we need to do 24/7, 365.
And I asked God, why me? You know, the first time and then the second time I've been treated successfully, I believe. But I realized that when you have a test, you get a testimony, and it's not a testimony unless you tell it. And so, you know, I was able to say it, put myself in a very vulnerable situation. But on the other end of it, I've had men, literally hundreds of men, that have come to me, you know, hey, tell me about this. What did you do with this? How did you handle this? And more importantly, I've had men that tell me, I'm going to get tested.
Yeah.
And so for me, I've had good outcomes because in both cases, it was very, very early detected. I had a plethora of treatment options, and I'm good. I mean, you know, people saw me. I never missed a beat either time. I worked every single day, and I just moved through it. I mean, and that's what happens with breast cancer. I mean, people are living. I mean, you know, it's a struggle, and it's difficult, but we can live through it. But it makes it harder if you don't know. And so we want people to know, and then, you know, decide what treatment option works best for you. So, you know, I'm out there. I'm, you know, going to let everyone know. I mean, you know, you have to check yourself. I mean, as older as these cars get, these vehicles that we live in get, you know, we have to check it for regular maintenance and make sure that we're functioning in the way that we should.
And speaking of never missing a beat, you have the African American Mayors Association, some members here in Savannah, Georgia today. Let's talk about that, because they're in partnership with you on your Move with the Mayor initiative.
They are. I'm the president of the African American Mayors Association. It's a big honor. You know, we have over 500 African American mayors in the country, New York, LA, Chicago, Baltimore, Atlanta. I mean, these are black mayors, and I'm the president of this great organization, this great gathering of leaders that happen to be black leading cities. And so they're here this weekend. We're really focusing on education in a variety of ways. They're at Savannah State. Today we're doing career fair. We're doing training for executive assistants. I'm just glad to have them in my city. I'm glad to have them at the Savannah State University, where you can get anywhere from there.
Right, we have about 30 seconds left, but you also have your State of the City address coming up.
Coming up. Coming up. It's almost halftime in a four-quarter game, and I'm just going to be proud to talk about what I see as the significant triumphs so far in the first two quarters of the game, so to speak. And really the challenges are, as I see them going forward. So everyone is invited to come out and learn about your city, learn about what's going on in your city. We live in a great city. It's a city that Kim Gusby calls home. It's the home of WSAV. I mean, the fact is, you know, there's no other city like it, and we're very proud of it. We're not perfect.
We're not.
But we're getting better every day.
Mayor Johnson, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate you, and thank you so much for sharing this information.
And you know we're matching, right?
And we are matching because of Savannah State University, where you can get...
And Georgia Southern.
And Georgia Southern. We both?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
See?
Well, you can see this interview again anytime on our website. We don't want to forget about the Eagles, who celebrated their homecoming last weekend.
They did.
You can see this interview.
Hail Southern.
Hail Southern and...
Claw Down Tigers.
Claw Down Tigers. It's the uproar. Just visit wsav.com/community corner. And Alyssa Carsley, we are looking at you because we want good weather this homecoming
Alyssa,
week.
Please.